to the Spreaker fam. Oh man, I forgot to send out the black signal, so let's make some corrections real quick. Because I was running late and I wanted to get up. Let's go and add the black signal. We need to make sure the family is aware that we are up. We are podcasting. We are streaming. While we're waiting for that to come up, and we're going to get my hair together. Great day, family. Great day. How y'all doing? How's everybody out there? Man, striving. And I'm sitting up here sweating like I took a hot shower. I soaked in hot water for about 15 minutes. Then I got up and took an ice cold shower. But I'm sweating like I was in a hot shower. Something. I hope my kids ain't been messing with my mic again. Alright. Like I told you, we're about due for a mic update. We're going to update our mic. And I think we're going to... I need to add another computer or something to how I'm doing this. And look what I got now. Look. Sister hooked me up. Got me together. Saw me without my ranking beads on. So let me hook this brother up. Shouts out to Sister Cynthia. Thank you very, very, very much. Because I'm sitting up here like, man, got my beads. I wonder if I could do a database. I want to do a quick campaign. Will it let me do it? Will it remember me? Uh-oh, cool. So we're going to do a quick campaign. DT Ujima 36193. Select database. Daily Toaster. Launch. Aha. Time for the toast, fam. Hope to see you. There. Boom. Enter. Let's see if this works. Launch SMS. Boom. Let's see if it works. So that's called the quick one. Alright, cool. So now what I'm going to have to do. So family, I want y'all to get ready. I don't know if I had anybody look at the newsletter yet, but we're about to send out the newsletter. I have the advertisement for, of course, 3 Kuumba, 3:30, March 30th. We will be doing our Gye-Nyame Mall. Yes, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking excited. I apologize for not doing the show last night, but I got home, I was tired. So I ended up I had to take one student home. At least I thought I was one. Then that one turned to 4. My fault, 5. Then that 5 turned to 6. But the one good thing about it was that, because for one of them, I was like, man, well, 5 of them was unexpected. But the last one was so impressive because, like, I went through the school talking to the young people about a project. And he had missed his bus because he wanted to talk to the director about the project that I'm trying to do. So when he told me that, I said, man, get in the car, let's go, let me take you. I don't care about you missing that bus. Tell me about what y'all talking about. And I was impressed, man, very impressed. Plus, on top of that, I had to do some ambrosia deliveries. So I was like, I got home, I said, man, I'm going to chill. I said, I think people forgive me one more show. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to be consistent in the morning. I'm kind of flubbing on the time right now. Because that hot water be calling me. But family, here we go. Let's just, without any further ado, I want to welcome you to the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is the congregation of the mighty and Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Girl, you was on it this morning. Why you ain't wake me up? I don't understand. I got to use my phone. That was nice and loud. You could have woke me up this morning. Of course, you know, this is the Daily Toast. This is a Heart of a Simba production. And you know what we do. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Drink, or should we say, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for some water. Get your bottle of that water. Twist the cap off that water. Lift it for your water. Drink. Or should we say, live for then drink. Now, move your body, drink some water. I don't know why I messed up on that part. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Oh, just move your body. Drink. Or should we say, move, then drink. Lord have mercy. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift up for yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, drink. Got it right. But if you want to stay healthy, breathe, drink, eat, move. Culturally appropriately, of course. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink with me, family. Come on, get your healthy drink on. again. Didn't do it, family. Alright, so y'all got to finish this water with me. I know it's hard, man. It's hard. But we was able to do it the last 2 days. But I was close. Look. Oh, excuse me. Good God Almighty. Once again, sending shouts out to Sister Cynthia. Thanks for fixing my beads. She got it perfectly right. Man. So, like I said, last night, I couldn't do the show last night. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't give y'all the energy that y'all deserved. And I was like, man, I'm going to bed. With the bed laid down. Of course, took a couple of calls before I went to sleep. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the ambrosia. You know what I'm saying? You know, you were able to toast with me this morning. That's all that counts. So let's see what we got in the news, because I got to do something to finish this water up. All right. Now, I have an image on Gye-Nyame Journey when you, oh man, I spelled here wrong. When you hear about making America great again, this is where they may be talking about. And it's a list of, it's a sales list for ADOS. All right, this is a sales slip when we were being auctioned. A rapper who once said slavery is a choice chose to sign an oppressive contract and is now seeking freedom. That's Kanye on our page. Now, he probably won't make the newsletter, just letting you know. But we have other people working on articles. Oh, by the way, I think I'm going to send out the newsletter today. And I want y'all to be on the watch out for Sister Jackie article. It's the bomb. So, and I'm thinking about after I send it out, of course, I'm going to make it available for the last time on our Facebook page. But I'm thinking about taking Jackie's article out and posting it up on my blog as well. Let's see what else we got. All right, so Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos backed fund invest in global geothermal energy project. Now, I look for stuff like this, and I would advise some of y'all look for stuff like this, and maybe somebody within our circle might already have an interest in alternative energy sources. And I think it's real good for us to keep up with this, especially with us having to be able to guide some of our young people into careers. So I think it's good for us to look at some of these areas like geothermal energy, some of this stuff, so that we can go and, hell, energy independence is independence. You know what I'm saying? Because, hell, the major grind in our lives is so that we can have energy, because you got to have energy to run that car. You got to have energy to run these houses that we living in and heat stuff up. So you know what I'm saying? We need to keep it real. You know, we need some of our young people in this thermal energy thing. We need some of our young people in the solar energy thing. We need some of our people in the wind energy thing and wave energy, and looking for alternative stuff we haven't even thought about. Energy projects to help us move to the next level as a people. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, if there's no energy source, there's no nation. I'm just about to let y'all know that. You just need to understand that. So, clear connection between slavery and American capitalism. So there's a book that I'm reading called Slavery Capitalism. Slavery's Capitalism. I'm moving pretty slow on it right now because I got a couple of videos ahead of it. But I started the book and I read the first chapter, or at least I listened to the first chapter. And after hearing that, once again, my mind is made up. Cut my check. You know what I'm saying? You just, fuck you, pay me. That's where I'm at with this whole reparations thing. Ain't no discussion with me. No, fuck you, pay me. I don't want to hear your woes. I don't give a damn about your sadness and all. fuck you, pay me. All right? Because I'm like, yo, man, when you start really looking at the numbers, I mean, it's incredible. You start really looking at the numbers, it's incredible how much wealth was amassed. And then when you start thinking about all of the companies and the transformations of the companies and the directions that some of that capital went into, it is amazing. We gave America like a 500-year jump. 500 years. Because you got to understand, I mean, if you really, really look at it, 300 years ago, America was forest. Native Americans was living peaceful. It was a forest. We turned a forest into what this shit is today. We did that. You know what I'm saying? And it's bigger than picking cotton and sugar and shit like that and rice and tobacco. We had to clear them goddamn fields too. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit, you know, it's like, come on now. So then that wealth was transferred from generation to generation, and it made opportunities. And then on top of that, we were blocked from those opportunities. And I just like, I just think about it, and I'm like, oh. Somebody like Bernie Sanders say, I don't think reparations is right. Right? And sometimes, I mean, because he old enough to have received reparations for World War II. You know that, right? It's a possibility that he received reparations for what happened to the Jewish people from World War II. It's old ass. You know, talking about he don't agree. That universal shit, family, do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. Don't fall for it. Anything universal, and this is what you need to understand. Anything that was universal in America never helped us. Just saying. Let's say, my article is done. We'll turn it in the next couple of days. Of course, Black you ought to be on top of it, man. So, that was a cold folktale. So we're gonna hopefully. Huh?
I don't know how he types it.
Who?
Does he use voice type?
I think he used voice type. Well, better yet, let's ask him. Kwame, Cleve want to know how you type it. He say, how you type it? So Cleve want to know how you type your articles, man. So we will have toast and talk this weekend, and we definitely gonna cover that proverb, because that proverb, I mean, that folktale is a very, very, very powerful folktale, and I really want to dig into it, man. You know what I'm saying? So. You're
not looking at the comments?
You're
not looking at the comments?
I'm waiting for him to respond. Alright. So once again, we're gonna toast with the red. And yeah, family, I'm gonna have to start fermenting maybe this weekend. Cause I am out. And it hasn't been like this in months, man. I'm sitting up like, he says he used voice over a screen reader with my Apple products to type my articles. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. So, family, first giving honor to the creator by whatever name. Is there any other announcements? March 30th, Gye-Nyame Mall, G&J Mall, 3500 Refugee Road. We have Per Onk, I think this coming Cleve gonna be speaking. I gotta find another young person. So any other people with any other old people with some young people in your lives, I need some help. Let's see. I think that's about it. All right. So first, giving out to the Creator by whatever name you choose. Call the Creator. We lift up our glass, and also we're gonna start fundraising for the Malcolm X Revolutionary Festival. We're gonna have some music, boy, some real jazz and some possible. Of course they're gonna do some R&B stuff, but it's going down. So we lift up our glass and we salute our Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator, and we say, Ashe. All right. So now, from there, we move to our list. This coming money will be per arm. Right. I thought I said per arm. Okay. Yeah. So we lift up our glass and we say, so let's go on and read the list of our illustrious, beautiful, uplifting, empowering ancestors. Let's get it. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Tex, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Teddy, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, and Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris. I'm Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, I'm Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Kitty Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, No More X, Pet Ma, Rob Malika McCord, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Uncle Brofo Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Hills, Grace Lundy, Inez Hayes, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pulley and the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Prince Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Lorella Clark, Inez McCrae, Chris Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Winderman, Virginia Rogers, Rem J. Smith, Lewis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Welly, Rita Farmer, I Go Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson. Can somebody let me know, Kwame, can you let me know how the sound is? Because I'm testing this mic. Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens Booker T., Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thorne, Richard Thorne, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thorne, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Dave Ramsey, Charles E. Thorne, Frankie Quells, Urania Thorne, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amitep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs the Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillamon Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Eda Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nanon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Jane Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy. Man, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Ace Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Marguerite Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimbo Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Case, Vincent Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Preston Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mae Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton. Oh man, we supposed to be getting the campsite. Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarin Cobra, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Simon Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Isen, Nigel Turner, and Demetrius Lewis Flint. And my pen is gone. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, move to the present moment. Of course, you know, in the moment is where we have our pact with the past as well as the future generations, right? With our ancestors and our future generations, right? So right here is where we make it happen, right? If we're not handling our business, our ancestors will be forgotten and our children will never come. So we have to be diligent in handling our business. So we lift up our glass in this moment. In this moment, we are in Ujima. I ask you, I beg you, activate your reticular formations. Look for collective work and responsibility popping off in our community. Take pictures of it. Record it. I don't care. We got to do the work. We got to start looking for what it is that we want. My crest for the day is righteousness. Respect is the M7 of the day. The color is blue. Vibration is the Hermetic law. The male name for the day is Kwaku. The female name for the day is Akua. So we lift up our glass and we celebrate this moment and we say, Ashe. From there, family, you know where we go. We go to our future generations, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We take time to toast them before they even are in existence because we know, family, we have always been here and we will always be here. Especially those of us that's working in the moment, mastering the moment, the magic of the moment, right? So we lift and we toast those future generations. We say, Ashe. Where do we go from there, family? From there, you know where we go. From there, we head straight to all of our relations and we say Ashe. From there, family, we toast our children. No. From there, family, this is your time. What is it that you need to make this moment perfect? We toast and we say Ashe. Last but not least, I toast you. You know what I'm saying? The most beautiful, powerful, magnificent, uplifting, inspiring, fantastic, unity-finding, self-determined, most responsible, cooperative, purposeful, creative, faithful individual in the room. Stop looking around. Talking about you. I lift up my glass to you and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, and joy and 100 years. We are. Ooh. Damn, this red is good. I ain't throw nothing but some. This ain't nothing but wache leaves. I put some leaves and let them soak in it for a couple of days. Good God Almighty. Man. Woo. All right, I'm out, family. Time to conquer the day.